Hello, folks. My name is Kishore Amberkar, and I'm the president and the CTO of Learnsoft. Today, we are going to talk about retaining your top talent by providing a path for them as an upward mobility. We want to grow uh, the resources from our organizations. We want to give them a career path, and how Learnsoft's learning management system and the talent management system can help to internally grow, develop programs, assign goals, measure goals, do performance reviews, and succession planning. So, we are going to talk about that today. So, let's continue. So, what we are going to learn: how your LMS can identify employees which are ready for internal mobility, how thoughtful the goal management can help employees' retention. As you know, the retention is the most important part in any organization. To retain certain people stops the new hire orientation. We don't have to do the entire hiring process if we can retain our employees because they have learned the culture of the organization and have skill sets which can grow the entire organization. We are going to do a small demo of Learnsoft's DMS, right from the module of performance reviews, goal management, development plan, succession planning. We are going to talk everything about that today. Again, my name is Kishore Amberkar. I'm the co-founder of Learnsoft and currently the Chief Technology Officer. So let's continue. As you know, there is 93% of employees would like to stay at the company longer if they see that their organization is investing in their career. Now, what does that exactly mean? So if I'm a self-service employee and I'm doing my job for the last 2 years, 3 years, I want to see how the organization can move me up the ladder. Maybe 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line, I wanted to be a manager. How does the organization can help me? How they can groom me? By providing certain learning, by assigning certain goals to me, which I can control myself. I can be assigned training, not necessary that those are mandatory trainings. And how does the organization can invest in me? Okay, the internal mobility support in your LMS. Can your TMS support that? Now, as you know, the learning management system and the talent management system typically have all the data of your users and their attribute. Not always the HR system has everything. The learning management system and the talent management, they do, because the employees are there. The non-employees are there. Maybe there are certain contractors which also needs to go to learning and talent management needs to be in this database. So Learnsoft, talent management, and LMS have the detailed, centralized database with all the talent information. This can help to create a robust talent pipeline, okay, so that we can avoid this costly recruiting processes because you never know that what the candidates are going to come in. Again, we have to go through the training program before they are fully productive in the organization. Now, what is this internal change? Obviously, there are promotions which are happening. There are shift changes which are happening. People change location to location. There are various certifications or skill sets which are required to do certain projects, certain goals as an organization goal. Let's say that an organization go and acquire another organization. I need a team of 25, 30 people specialized in certain things who can help me in the transition process. And we need to make sure that we identify those 25 to 30 people from our internal team rather than going out and hiring new people or going through a contracting process. We need to make sure that our team can take that extra work. And are they ready? Are we grooming them? Okay. And the organization initiatives, like the example which I just made. We need so that employees can take extra roles. Okay? Goal management. How can I create a goals? Now, goals are two different types of goals for any organization. One is the organization goals, because every year a CFO or a CEO or the president of the company, they come up with a goal of an organization, the vision of the organization for this year or the next 3 years. How those goals gets cascaded down to the VP level, then it goes to the director level, then it goes to the manager level, and finally it goes down to the employee. How does this matrix of those goals? Maybe this year, patient satisfaction is my goal because we are a healthcare organization. Or maybe we are a transportation, we want to make sure that the safety is an important goal as an organization. And how does those goals cascaded down? Now, those are organization related goals. But there are personal related goals, which we call as a direct impact goal. So when I sit with my manager this year for the performance review, maybe me and my manager decides on my personal growth or my career path, and he can assign certain direct impact goals to me. All of these two different types of goals can be associated with some type of learning, so that it's not just assigning me a goal, I'm ready to perform those tasks. And that becomes the learning part of it. The employees have ownership on that. They have the visibility that where is my due date? Is the completion date coming in? Do I need some more training? Can I go and enroll in certain courses, whether they are instructor-led courses or webinar, or maybe just the e-learning related courses? And I, as an employee, have full control with help of my managers, my mentors, so that I have my career path fully set. And that's the beauty about the Learnsoft talent management solution. We are going to go quickly in the demo, and we are going to see the different goal deployments and the gap analysis and how to build the career path for an employee. So I'm going to log in into the system, and I'm going to log in as a user. This user belongs to a job class, a job position, or certain locations, and I have batch IDs, employee IDs. So there are all the attributes which are related to me are already coming from the HR system by either a nightly feed or it is coming as a real time. So once I log in into the system, I can quickly go into my performance tab. Once I go into the performance tab, I see all details about me. Okay. Now I can assign as soon as I go in, I can see all my different type of evaluations which are there. There is a self-evaluation because every performance review can be either 90-degree evaluation or a 180-degree evaluation, or maybe it's a complete 360-degree evaluation. Each process or each steps changes by organization to organizations, and each steps have the complete workflow of the performance review. So for example, there was an evaluation which is assigned to me, and I'm currently in progress of that. When I click on to that evaluation, it will give me the detail of that evaluation, and it becomes a complete performance review form. The information on the top, they come from my HR system. These are the places where I can assign different goals to me. You see, there are different pillars, which was for that year, that those are the pillars which are there for the organization. So I can create an org goal for me, or I can create a direct impact goal for me. And this happens typically when I sit with my manager. Now, this exact form actually comes, or it is digitized based upon your performance review form for the organization. So every organization have its own flavor to the performance review form. So this is the self-evaluation, the manager evaluation. These are the development plans which I'm going through when I'm sitting with the performance review. My educations, my significant certificates, my Six Sigma projects. Then there are actual core values. Now this performance review is created as a 180-degree evaluation. So I can rate myself and my manager can rate myself. So I'm rating myself here, and depending upon what I'm rating, the system automatically can be color coded, and each color has its own scoring mechanism. So depending upon all the different questions which I answer, the system automatically can determine towards the end that am I a value performer? Am I a role model? Do I demonstrate consistently on the requirements? What does my value and service standard? Do I meet job expectations? Was I last year a top performer and this year maybe I'm a valued performer? And at the same time I can get all my education related information in the same form. So you see the learning and the talent is all attached here in one single place. Okay, I can go through my entire goal plan or a career plan. You see there are organizations goals and there are direct impact goals. So this is a direct impact goal and I can actually go into the edit button and then I can see what are the different options or attributes I have for that direct impact. I can add some comments, the goal which was assigned to me and how was my performance. Okay, I can rate myself or I can have my managers rate myself depending upon the process which you create in your organizations. I can assign certain skills to me, I can assign certain job positions to me, my certifications, my licenses, all my assignments, everything is in one place so that during my talent and performance review, I can go through those details. When I go into the profile, now you will see all the details about me. Right, it will give me my personal informations which are again coming from your HR system. It also gives me my employee information, my employee ID, my batch ID, what employment type I belong to, what positions, my salary grade, leadership assessment level, credential type, substatus. It gives everything about me. Okay, when I go into my goals, again it will show me all the different goals which are assigned to me as a career path. Okay, it also can go inside and let's go in my details here, and in my details I can assign myself, these are my supervisors which actually come from the HR system, then these are different evaluations, these are different assignments and even my future job position. So I can actually now start creating my career path. I can also go through the competency analysis here. By clicking on the competency analysis, it will give me all details and find the gaps through my positions. And also I can go into the succession planning. Okay, so one single place, I have a full control about my career path. Now, obviously, when I logged in as a manager, the manager can see all the details about the people who reports to them. If I log in as an HR system or a person who is working in the HR, I can basically compare different departments or cost centers. I can drill it down to certain individual. I can see basically the entire organizations and their talent pool. Okay, so that's kind of a snippet of how Learnsoft learning management system and the talent management system can maintain your four main aspects. The one is your performance reviews, uh, whether it's a 360-degree evaluations, whether it's a gap analysis or a competency analysis. And it's not just finding the gaps, it can also recommend the training because it has an attached learning management system. So I can assign the trainings for the gaps. Okay, and based upon that, now you can do succession planning so that I can find the hot positions within the organization. So if those people leave, I need to go into the hiring process, or maybe I start grooming the individuals inside my organization so there is an internal mobility which can assign people for their future jobs. Okay, so that's the demo side of it. So what we learn, the first most important part is how the TMS can identify the employees which are ready for certain positions. How the goal management can be helpful to have an employee retention. And we saw some snippet of Learnsoft's talent management system. Again, this is all customized. No two organizations have the same flow. No two organizations have the same performance review. Even inside an organization, maybe there are certain departments they do not have the same performance review. The people in IT, their performance review might be a little bit different from the people in the clinical staff. Or maybe in case of Department of Transportation, the people who work on the freeway, their performance review is different from the people in accounting. So even inside an organization, you can have multiple flavors of the performance reviews, and each one can have its own process. When I say process, that means originally it will assign to the manager. The manager can assign two more managers for my performance review, or maybe he can assign one subordinate and one peer. So all of the four people together, or four group of people, can do a performance review for me. There are also can be special performance reviews. Okay? So, so that's kind of a detail about the talent management suite. Okay. If you have any questions, please email us at info@learnsoft.com or visit us at our website learnsoft.com. You'll find ton of informations and resources. There are certain tools which are already there, and you can see that in the blogs and certain sections in our website, which can give you all the details. So that's the detail for today. I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at info@learnsoft.com or go to our website and please request for the demo. We can give a full-fledged demo of a learning management system as well as talent management system. Thank you, folks. Enjoy. Bye-bye.